Leslie Odom Jr. is coming up big in Hamilton. Today I'm going to cover 10 things you need to know about him. Welcome back to Celeb Spotlight. Let's get into the video. Number 10. Speech writing got him into the arts. During an interview, the Songbird actor said that it was speech writing that got him fascinated with the arts. Speech writing and oratory got me into the arts. I started when I was 10 years old in Philadelphia, where I grew up. Odom said, I would write and deliver my speeches in a citywide competition for scholarship money and other rewards. I chose my own topics and would work for months, first on the writing and then the delivery. To this day, I am never more comfortable on stage or on screen than when I am called upon to give a speech. Feels like home. Number 9, he doesn't mind playing the bad guy. After making a name for himself by taking on the name Burr for the stage production, the actor said he now receives offers to specifically play the bad guys, which he says he's perfectly okay with since the villain in productions tends to be a more complex and driven character. Number 8, orders his desserts first. We wish we had thought of this. Apparently, Odom said his sweetest taboo happens to be whether he tends to order dessert first when eating out in a restaurant. He says that he prefers to have it as an appetizer. Best thing about being an adult, he said.
There's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died. I'm running
Number 7, shows from the 80s help him sleep. Like a lot of people, Odom suffers from insomnia, which means he can't get much sleep, but he discovered a surefire way to help him catch some Z's in the comfort of the 80s show and their theme songs. If I can't sleep, give me an episode of Cheers, Roseanne, or Growing Pains, he said. Any one of them or dozens of others puts me to sleep in seconds, and with a smile on my face. Wonder if he ever fancied Saved by the Bell, at least during the early years before Mark Paul Gosselaar was making the big bucks.
And I kind of found myself twiddling my thumbs. I kind of found myself sitting at home, literally, when they were shooting this show. There was no.
Number 6, he loves him some horror movies. While some of us are too afraid to even watch a horror movie trailer, Odom loves himself some scary movies, and apparently the scarier the better. The actor says that he is a horror movie fanatic and that his favorites include The Exorcist and 28 Days Later. He's also a huge fan of The Walking Dead. Number 5, he's a movie buff. And it's not just horror movies and television shows that Odom is a big fan of. He's also quite the movie buff. Some movies besides horror that I will watch until they are finished no matter what I'm doing at some point while I find them channel surfing. He said they are Minority Report, Malcolm X, The Godfather, Boomerang, The Color Purple, Glengarry Glen Ross, and Home Alone. Number 4, school is the most important thing. Regardless of how famous he's become, Odom says the most important thing he's done is graduate from college. While he was attending Carnegie Mellon University, he was given the opportunity to join the original Broadway company of Ada, but he turned it down in order to get his degree. It's a decision that he doesn't regret. Number 3, wait for it. The hardest song in the musical Hamilton also happened to his most rewarding, which was Wait For It. Even though it's Odom's most challenging, it's the song he looks forward to the most. The sustained tension and focus that it requires can make the thing a real challenge, he said. But when we get it right, the payoff is big. Number 2, he's also a composer. His co-star Lin-Manuel isn't the only music composer in Hamilton. In fact, Odom happens to be one as well. In his new film One Night in Miami, where the actor plays singer Sam Cooke, he wrote the song Speak Now. Number 1, his parents wouldn't let him play with his toy. According to the actor, his parents were strict with him as a child and he wasn't allowed to play with toy guns. The joke's on them because now as the famous Aaron Burr, Odom gets to play with fake firearms while on stage. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. So long.